Hi guys, Chelsea here from Making Manzanita. Today we're going to be talking about how we installed our new as the adhesive on our sink applied to the top of the rim. Next, you can use the 2x4s and the steel bars to raise the sink back up into place. Then you can wipe off any excess silicone with your finger. Now it's time to reattach your drain assemblies. We opted to get new ones because they really weren't that expensive and it's nice to have everything clean and fresh. If your old ones were still in good shape and you want to reuse them, you can definitely do that. Apply plumber's putty around the outside of the ring and press it down. Then you can push it down into place on top of the sink. It's okay if there's extra plumber's putty that comes out around the edges. Then you can go under the sink and reattach all of the drain assembly pieces. Once you tighten, you'll notice that there's extra plumber's putty on the top. You can just use a razor blade to cut around the circle, and then a wet towel to wipe anything extra off. Now you can put that new faucet in. You just attach all of the plumbing parts down below under the sink. Be sure to test the water before you install the drains. That way, if you need to make any final adjustments, you have plenty of room under the sink. That's it. I absolutely love our new sink. I really like the touchless feature. See that I can just turn on and off the sink with my elbow, and when I'm washing my hands, it's also really helpful when you're washing fruit and you have your hands full. Hope you guys enjoyed this video on how to install an undermount sink in your kitchen. Thanks again to House Sarah for sponsoring this project. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe below, like and comment, and visit makingmanzanita.com for more. Have a great day. See you next time.